Hey everyone, welcome to another one of my YouTube videos. My name is Roxanne and I'm a certified Ascension Coach with Twin Flames Universe, here to share 4 reasons why you're not in union yet with your twin flame. There are many ways that we can hold ourselves back from actually having the love that we deeply desire with our twin flame. And as I share these points and these reasons, I want to reassure you that there's nothing to be ashamed of about where you are on your journey right now. You're not doing anything wrong. You're not wrong for being in this place and for being in separation. It's just a season of your journey, and things will get better, and you can shift that reality with the guidance that I'm going to give you today in this video. So yeah, if you find yourself, lost, confused, unsure, like you've tried it all and nothing is working, and you really just know that you're meant for this love, you know that you're supposed to be with this person, but it just seems like no matter what you do, nothing is working, then this video is for you. So the first point that I'm going to share as to why you're not in union with your twin flame yet, it's because you are focusing more on your twin flame and what they're doing than yourself. So this is a really common one that I see a lot in the twin flame community. It's putting a really big focus on our twin flame instead of just focusing on our relationship with God and with love and with ourselves. And so this can look like obsessing over what your twin flame is doing on a day-to-day basis, maybe checking in with them, reaching out to them frequently, even if you're not really receiving much in return from them, like just this sort of like obsessiveness. But the thing is, it comes from a place of fear. And at the core of this pattern is really just fear, right? You're going to feel like really bad when you're thinking about them. You're going to feel bad when you reach out to them. Like it's not going to come from a place of love. And so that's how you know you're in this pattern of overly focusing on your twin flame. It's because it feels bad. Now, in sharing this, there's nothing wrong with having thoughts about your twin flame, especially loving thoughts, feeling into your connection, feeling into the love that you share for each other. That is totally natural, and it's okay for you to think about them, and you're not going to push them away because you have these thoughts. But what I'm pointing to is when we're overly focused to the point where we're actually neglecting ourselves, right? Maybe you're neglecting your needs, your basic needs. Maybe you're avoiding taking steps in your purpose. Maybe you're not connecting and having a relationship with God first in that place. The simple action to take to support you if you find yourself in this place is to make the choice to focus on yourself and to go to God, really work to having a relationship with God here. And eventually you will come to a point where you won't really need to focus on what your twin flame is doing. It's just like noticing that pattern and then like feeling what is underneath it and like making the choice to like give yourself what you need in that space. Maybe you really just needed to comfort yourself where you felt worried or where you felt like, oh no, am I losing my twin flame? Am I being abandoned here? Oftentimes these things can be resolved just by giving ourselves the love and the presence that we desire. So the second one is waiting for your twin flame to change or to heal before you make any changes or choose to heal. This is another really big one, a very common one as well. Yeah, so ultimately how this blocks your union, it's because you're essentially just waiting. You're in this waiting energy. And when you wait for your twin flame to heal, your twin flame is just going to reflect that back to you. They're also just going to be waiting for you to heal. And so it's kind of like this mirror effect, right? Your twin flame is your spiritual teacher. They are always showing you what you're actually doing to yourself and what's happening inside of you. So if you're just sitting there waiting, they're just going to mirror that back, right? So you might say, well, I don't really have upsets. Like he or she needs to change. She's got a lot of things that she needs to resolve, and that's not my problem. And to some degree, you're right. Like you don't have to take responsibility for your twin flame's upsets, but you are responsible for your upsets and you're responsible for your own feelings. And so saying, well, my twin flame has to heal and I just have to sit and wait, that's usually never the case. You're connected, you're always one at the core. And, you know, the fastest way to union is actually by just taking responsibility for what you're moving through, what you're feeling, and any block you're experiencing, and just choosing to heal it. And that's going to bring you what you actually desire versus sitting around and waiting. So the third point is that you're actually holding on to attachment over how you think your union should look like or feel like. It's very normal or it's very common to have expectations about what love should look like in your union. Like maybe you're comparing it to another relationship you've had in the past or other relationships in your life, and you think that things should be a certain way. You think that your twin flame should like act a certain way or like express all their love for you. And so I think one of the biggest ways that we can block love is by having these expectations and like attachment to how your twin flame should be or how things should unfold in your connection. And yeah, this really blocks the flow of love because attachment is control. And when we're trying to control our way into union, it's always going to feel bad and you're never going to actually have what you desire. It's part of this journey is surrendering control, surrendering to love, and choosing to love yourself and your twin flame unconditionally. So that means accepting the way that things are, even if they're not where you want them to be, and then making the choice to have a different experience there, and then surrendering the rest to God as you work on yourself and do your inner healing work and basically love yourself, right? And so yeah, like you can just make the choice to let go of any attachment that you have about how your twin flame should act or be, and instead like give it to yourself. If you're like expecting your twin flame to be really romantic, then like go take yourself out on a special outing, you know, that makes you feel romanced and loved and special. If you're expecting your twin flame to communicate openly and they're not doing that, then like maybe you can give yourself open, honest communication with God. You know, there's always a way that you can give that to yourself, and you'll see that like what happens naturally with your twin flame is that as you learn how to give yourself what you are feeling like you're lacking, they're eventually going to mirror that back to you. Like they're going to meet you there in that place in their own unique way, right? Again, it's not about controlling and doing your inner work just so that they can like mirror things to you, but it's about doing the inner work because you genuinely want to feel better and you want to see yourself grow. Yeah, you want to ultimately just feel really good within yourself. And when you feel good, you can naturally attract your twin flame in your life. So number 4 is you actually feel unworthy of the love that you so deeply desire to experience with your twin flame. This one I see a lot, and I actually have been working through that one myself on my journey. So I understand how it feels to kind of like be in this place where you don't really feel worthy of it. Like you feel maybe like your twin flame is too good for you. But just remember that your twin flame is just a reflection of you. And so they're not better than you. They're not like higher up there, or they don't know more than you. Like you're on the same page. And so it's safe to honor that truth and honor yourself for where you're at, and just remind yourself that you're not powerless here. Like you can choose to work through this and heal through that pattern of feeling unworthy. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people can like be discouraged because they just feel like, well, this is like, I'm not worthy of this. Like I'm never gonna have this love. And like, especially if you're experiencing your twin flame in a third party situation, for example, and you kind of feel like it's never gonna happen because like they're clearly not interested in you. Like that's not true. That's just a lie. And you can always heal your union no matter where you find yourself right now. And you can trust that God already has a plan, and God already knows how you're going to reunite and come together. So this is just a place that is calling for love, and you can give that to yourself. And I actually can help you as well if this is something that you are desiring to come into union and harmonious union with your twin flame. I can help you with that. And so all you need to do is make that choice in your heart and claim the support that you need. I have dropped the link to book a free introductory session with me so we can discuss further your next steps. And yeah, you'll see how much easier it is to attract your twin flame when you have the right support, the right tools to be able to navigate these challenges. So if this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you again soon.